System survey concluded.
Isolate inexplicable optical phenomenon play across the surface of MON3, clearly visible from space. Cool. This scholar can do that. James Cook has found yet another anomaly. Improving the anomaly discovery chance that the ship definitely paid off. Pretty sure this has already been surveyed by the Phi aliens. So actually, Bergmeister should probably go. No, those are doing secret special projects. Exploring project. So eventually. Research the battle wreckage. I haven't done these. Survey. Survey. The asteroids aren't shitoids that might consider swapping out in Bergmeister after. We'll see.
Construction completed.
Orval Starbase, fully developed. Cool. Really? I'm at minus 36 energy with all those technicians now? Right. No, I wouldn't actually mind robot technicians. Problem is, I think organic pops take priority over them. So they just get displaced. After all, robots don't generate crime. But yeah, I'd have to undo all the... Oh well. I'm not gonna run the civilian though. Maybe I should. Robots don't generate crime and will essentially reduce it on Anchor by habbility is also higher in Anchor than most places by during minis. Oh well. Should probably stop resettling robots off anchor now. Empire Capital gives extra housing. That's interesting. I didn't notice that before. It's unusual for a designation. Does that to pop growth for organic species in their capital? Makes sense a little less overpowered. Keyword is a little. But since I guess do eventually suffer overcrowding with their insanely high pop growth rates much sooner. Still benefits organic species more with the logistic growth. Tilsons get some organic pops of their own. In the very early game, which matters the most for snowballing.
Construction completed.
Okay, another starbase. Another starport. This should be, yeah, capacity of 11. It just hasn't updated there yet. So I'm only 2 over now, but it'll go up to 3 over when that's done. Which is probably where I want to stay. Is it 3 over? We'll do the Gothar starbase, since it has a habitable world. Could otherwise be nabbed. My vassal. Who knows how long until they'd actually bother settling there. Not settling any cold worlds, I guess, because they don't have any pops that like them. Planetary capital, I guess another sea district. Sick. We're working too many farmers. Actually gonna disable the farming jobs. Capital. Miners, yes, because surprisingly I don't spam minerals almost as fast as I make them. And I want to build a bit of a surplus for when I build up forageable, then I have a much smaller surplus of minerals. Probably don't want to add more mines, but I probably don't want empty mining jobs on the capital. Or anywhere, actually. Yeah, I need more technicians. Righty then. And that starbase. I'm ready to do that first sweep project. Doing the penal colony battle wreckage very soon. Research base is where again? Up there. Won't be too much longer than that either. I'll just be 1 clue short, which eventually there's a time thing you can get on your own. Systems. These guys are building up some loyalty. Ah! Establish Vitsin Prime and Genesis project complete. What? After identifying... Oh. It's this. It's where you create a pre-sapient. After identifying a potential pre-sapient candidate, our Genesis arc began in the process of genetic uplifting and established the needed space for a Genesis preserve. The colony of Vitsin Prime is ready to observe and guide this nation's species development. Should have actually waited on that since it's scaled unity. Oops. Natural intellectuals. Well, that's nice for bureaucrats and researchers. I mean, they definitely don't want to have these guys doing worker jobs, though. Which is fine. This will probably be the last of the places they uplift. Give me a sec. Sorry, I was just thinking about governor assignments. I do believe these benefit from trade focused. Yep. This trait's actually proving useful, isn't it? As is resettling robots here, or that generate more trade value, I guess. Although many is an anchor, probably should prioritize that more. Right. Plus, I don't have a monument here, and I do an anchor. Yeah, that's probably actually more important. Yeah, let's just assign Kaisha here. She will, it doesn't assign homeworlds anymore to your, renowned leaders. That's probably good. It was a little ridiculous it did before. Randomly assign them a homeworld. As Alari pops. As colonists. Hopworth is king. So robot assembly plants first. Followed by, so I don't even miss a day. Where is it? Clone vats. It says it's 1.5 pop growth, but it looked like it was a lot less on. Oh, it's because it's spreading up the clone vat growth among a bunch. Still not as valuable as a robot assembly plant, but definitely build both of these. Advantage of more plants is more space for these, and probably should have settled earlier because I was thinking about logistic growth, but I'm forgetting about the bonus growth buildings. Well, that's going to be settled very soon. Very, very soon, and okay, I'm actually going to have to just queue up a Genesis arc here because shoot, I won't have the allies, will I? Darn it. It's gonna have to wait because it would slow down the arc. Genesis arc. Should be able add another one to the queue just before this without doing any other cancellations. Alright, well, anyways, guess I'm staying at just 2 over starbase capacity for a little while. Attritions, that won't be any over soon. Yeah, I get extra trade value from civilians here, but the benefits from a monument are much greater than that, so I'm just gonna keep robots at this point because crime is out of control in Anchor and it's due to the very low amenities. Seems like the problem is getting worse. Even though squires, oh, it's because they assigned all the squires as technicians. Whoopsie daisy. I mean, well, not whoops, but whoops that I was thinking it was getting worse for no reason. There's a very good reason for it. Oh, wait, I did calculate out the value of the squires. It's actually around 17 because it doesn't work on the base job efficiency multiplier for knights. Actually, not even sure I should. Just disable this. That was a bad idea to enable it at all. Was it? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I had to think about it. Yeah, it was a bad idea to enable those technician jobs. And in fact, I really screwed myself over by not having as many squires as I should have when I did the Genesis project complete. If it's in Prime. Oh well, mistakes made. I've said before, I've got to be more willing to forgive myself dumb mistakes. Alright, well, this planet's gonna go right on heavy industry. Unless, is there something else that could do urban expansion, still add the build, but 400 housing for 100 jobs? Yeah, I should do it. Heavy industry. Just queue that up. They move. Oh, let me see districts there. Here, 6 and 3. And I swap this to heavy industry. So I actually have an increase in the number of artisans, so yeah, I'll actually have to add I switch this to civilian industry. I'll have to add a metallurgist just to even keep on my current production. So yeah, cool. Right decisions made. Sort of, except for the squire thing. Let's get started another city district there. Probably the huge focus now is I'd like to rapidly build my fleet and deal with this mining drone force. Maybe it's stupid to focus on it. And maybe the hive mind for too long. Alright, well I definitely have more of an energy surplus now long term. I can do monthly energy trades for allow me to essentially go into a deficit on energy, which is fine. I don't want to go too heavy on that, but a little bit won't hurt. It's fractional, so this should still remain in the positive. Any alloys? Doesn't matter. Consumer goods. They'll trade me. Trade me alloys. I'd rather produce them myself. What? Never mind the energy. Let's see if I can get some consumer goods. Not many. Never mind any of that. Wait till the loyalty's higher. Make these guys above cordial. I guarantee their independence will eventually be able to get a non-aggression pact. Not sure it's worth it. How many columns I don't? I bet the only reason they signed that, did the embassy actually expect it to be, I need a much higher opinion, is because they moved him up to cordial. Probably happened at over plus 50 relations, so I didn't screw things that bad. I'm gonna see what happens if I piss them off by doing this. Emptying out my entire trade value so that, or all but 80. Not to be all but 80, but keep less than 80. To stock up on consumer goods I don't immediately need. And food, actually. Energy credit, a little harder to generate. Wait, how did food get so bad? It's because they unemployed farmers. I'll stock up on energy, actually. And some of the food because they have way too much in storage and I'm running a deficit. Boom. See if I can't get that deal that canceled. That was way excessive. I should have taken a smaller ones to see if it how close I was to a embassy and if it wasn't enough. A bigger. I was trying to bribe them, but not by that much. I overshot. At least I didn't do a plus 100 more. Light show. Let's wait on that. We scale the research, but and even without defense armies, never mind. I'm just shutting down all the technician jobs. It's all squires. Squires, nothing but squires in Anchor, and some civilian robots. To run the technicians to begin with. That. Yeah, I should disable this. What's the upkeep in the reactor district? Cost alloys? Really? Cost alloys. Tempted to just demolish the reactor district. Actually had to pop growth. Yeah, it was a mistake. It was always a mistake. I never should have had the stupid thing. Bye reactor district. Squires are way more productive than I thought because they provide a job efficiency multiplier knights. Which means they multiply the final science unity, not the base, because it's like there are more knights. Instead of being like a stupid atom multiplier. Ugh. Do a Genesis Preserve here, too. as soon as I'm ready to uplift, which won't be for a little bit, although I will gain another 10% from the next 2 colonies. I might actually get that tech for free without any more tech points invested. Yeah, well, I've definitely made mistakes. I definitely made mistakes this run. Probably do another Knights run at some point. Maybe I can do better. Maybe when there's some more DLC, it'd be interesting to come back and see how they've affected the Knights, if they actually, for once, get better instead of worse. Okay, they've accepted that proposal, so this should cancel the deal with Odagons, because it tries to subtract the trade before adding the production. And as long as they don't recall the embassy, I am good. Gotta avoid there to soften the blow, if you will. Yep. There goes that stupid trade deal. What did opinion drop to? Negative 189 relations. Oof. That made an enormous negative difference. They despise me. It's a bigger difference than I thought it would be. I think I saved. I'm not sure I want to. Well, giving a lot of value for nothing. And they recalled the embassy. So they either have to pay him through the nose because they screwed up, or lose the embassy. But it's such an overkill. I don't think it's gonna be like improve relations no longer. And oh freaking well. Let's see. The galaxy waits the reign of Chancellor Florm, and you want negotiations? Fun. Wait a second. I just realized this may have been more useful than I thought. Declare rivalry. Requires terrible rations. Rivalry envoy sent to harm. Oh. You have to really, it can't just be tense relations. Well, they might send an envoy to harm relations to me. Now that they really don't like me. That would allow me to declare rivalry on them. Cool. We'll see what happens. Things fell apart, and that might actually be for the best, honestly. Maybe. Wait, shoot, I won't have enough alloys for the Genesis arc. I'll have to delay this trade hub. A lot of extra trade value was given away. It's probably worth delaying. Some of you screaming at me about that whole chain of events. Intentionally sabotaging relations. Some of you are like, what? I mean, well, it wasn't intentionally, but trying to call off a trade deal I should not have done, and I'm really despising that. Oh. Wait, they're gonna close the borders and the science ship is gonna get kicked. You know what? Nope. Not doing that. Not doing that. It's gonna do it until I realized I have a science ship going through territory. I'll consert bribes to get the science ship where it needs to be, which is on the other side of their territory. Then I'll, you know. Okay, well, none of that happened, I guess. Definitely demolishing the reactor district, though. Yay, squires. Lots of squires. Squires rule. Nations rule. Comparatively speaking, apparently. I'm going to maintain relations with them, though, a little longer. Let's see if I can't benefit. I need alloys. So here's some of the trade. You guys don't. I should still allow for the full amount. The trade deal. Give away that much energy. Anyways. They do not value food. They really like consumer goods, though. Fine, I can get lots of those from my vassal. Cool. Trade for a bunch of alloys. Put them to good use. Then piss them off. Later. Substantial later. It's not quite optimal pattern for James Cook in the next system. Just noticed. Right, there's no moon there. That's no moon. There's no moon. Star Wars reference. The Death Star. Alright, I'm just gonna shut up now. Surveying. Surveying. Why am I not doing Battery of 5? I must have missed that or something. I'll have to add that in too. So, stuff I missed last time. Have 1,000 always. There may be... Or, that was not even... Always may not be the most glamorous resource, but try building a battleship out of good intentions. Yep. I actually just do a monthly trade to the trader for real want. To cancel that deal, do it anytime. Of course, probably it's not how I'll do it, but Barren World, I forgot the survey on the way through before. And there for the Graveyard Expedition. Cool. Yeah, I can add in a Genesis Arc. Oh, I need consumer goods. I got the Star of the Month, that's right. Udagon parody have embraced the progressive faction, becoming more egalitarian. That didn't happen before. Must have been influenced by having positive diplomatic relations than me. What are their ethics now? Egalitarian. Weren't they egalitarian before? Xenophobe militarist. They embraced egalitarian. Shouldn't they have become fanatic? Because I think they were already egalitarian. Take a look. Save from before in a second. That's curious. Most curious. Yeah, I should redo the Charna thing. I actually can't level 49. Whoops. For the long-term investment. These guys aren't gonna as much of a threat. Maybe. It doesn't matter. Right. A lot of alloys in them though. A lot of alloys. What? Boom. In that case. Partly for defensive purposes, partly. So I'm going to be running a food deficit. I can run more specialists. Let's save here. I'm going to take a quick look and see what the ethics were. Dodagons previously. And then I'm going to have to cut this because we are looking at 125-minute video. 125? No, 95-minute video. Which is obviously going to be cut in two. Oh, they were materialists. They went from materialist to egalitarian. That doesn't affect their... But that makes them more of a threat, if anything. Because now they are probably getting egalitarian bonuses, which are faction resource output, specialist resource output. Reasonably nice. And they dislike me more. I'll take a quick look at how that affected relations, but I guess it means more egalitarian pops though, and if I someday conquer them, I become more militaristic. Yeah, relations are 84 now. Oh yeah, because they dislike me as a spiritualist the other way. It does make them possibly more amenable to research hacks, but that's about it. They won't do that without 20 trust. No, actually, what I'm saying, materialists made it more amenable, so that makes them less amenable. Shoot, I don't think that was probably actually harmful, if anything. But whatever, I got a ton of alloys off them. They would definitely not have given me if relations were not. I think when they're cordial, they give you slightly better trade deals. And that if they're neutral, I think there's a debuff to trade acceptance, like hidden opinion thing. I know protective gives you the best trade deals. So stronger empires that like you. Protective. Go a little further with this. Maybe. Shipyards are doing shipyard things. Star bases are busy. Design some improved ships very soon. Let's let one more month roll over, I guess. I have to call it. It's like one more turn stuff. I mean, it's an addictive game. What can I say? Boom. Go down. The last city district the synth can support currently until I remove the dangerous wildlife. We're up with the pre-sapiens. Pop growth is king. Cool. Oh, why is this science ship sitting idle? Oh, it was waiting to start the first like thing. Gonna wait for that or... Evasive? Eh. Let's do that. Alright. Hope you folks enjoyed this video. Apologize for my, well, stupid choices, some of them. Like giving the Otagons a massive bribe just so I can set up an embassy. That was not. Oh, Naomi Fowler can be reassigned. Let's do this before I... That's it. By aliens. Translate their language. Couldn't have been more in a couple days ago that she became available. I wish you folks all the best. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. May you always find a guiding star to lead you home. Until next time, it's Northstar. I do. Best luck.